YouTube, what is up? What is up? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm a little bit shaky here, trying to do this on the go. All will be explained in a minute. But this is week 12 of the prep now. And we are motoring through, and guys, we're actually 4 weeks out from the first show that matters. So they're 4 weeks out from the first pro qualifier of the year. So yeah, we are getting there. I'll put the pictures up from the start of prep to now. So we're 12 weeks in, 11 kilos down, and we're right where we need to be. I've been digging hard the last 3 or 4 days, and sleep has taken a big plummet. Anyone that follows me on Instagram will see I try and keep it as transparent as possible, put it on my stories. Be getting around 3 to 4 hours sleep a night. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. And we got this funny because check-ins are daily now. Checked in yesterday. It's like, man, 3 hours sleep, it's getting to me a little bit. He's like, cool, yeah, let's go no carbs today then. It's like, great. So yesterday I did no carbs at all, dropped 0.8 kilos overnight, had probably maybe 2 or 3 hours sleep last night. And thank goodness we're having a refeed, finally having a refeed now to top the tank up. So that's why I'm on the move, because I've got a busy day today and I need to go and get my food for the high day. So off to the shop, we're going to put in 750 grams of carbohydrates, which is going to be lovely. And today is going to be a full day of eating, so a little bit different. I'll get a couple of clips in the gym. I will also get some physique updates post-workout, go through the normal stuff, so the drug protocol, what's changed, what hasn't changed. But today is mainly going to be raw vlog, what I'm eating on a high day, 4 weeks out from the first show that matters. Got to do a regional, but to be honest, that's just a box ticking thing. Have to do a regional to be able to do a pro qualifier. So got to do that soon, but yeah, we are, like I said, 4 weeks out from the big one. Okay guys, so meal number 1 of the day. I nearly failed this full day of eating already because I nearly just got back, made this and started eating it, but I remembered. Okay, so we have got 125 grams of cream of rice, 25 grams of whey, which I make into like a whey paste and I put it on top. For the cream of rice, there's so many different ways that you can make it, and honestly, it can make or break cream of rice. Some people, when I put it in their client's plan, sometimes they turn around and they're like, oh, I hate cream of rice, it's awful. But if you make it correctly, it's actually really, really good. And then I tell them how to make it, and then they love it. So some people do it by boiling a kettle, pouring the water on top. I personally put the cream of rice in a bowl, put quite a bit of water in. I don't measure it, but I put quite a bit of water in. Mix it up with a fork, microwave it for a minute and a half, open it up, mix it up, put it back in. And that way you just get a lot more volume. This is quite a big mixing bowl and it's filled up a lot of it. Then on the plan was, I'm going to put it up on the screen. So banana, but I swapped them out for raisins, same amount of calories. 2 Rice Krispie Squares bars, and then 25 grams of honey on top. So yeah, that equates to 35 grams of protein, 11 grams of fats, 192 grams of carbohydrates, 996 calories altogether. And then I put about 2 grams of pink salt on top, and I honestly can't wait to get this in. Before I do, I am going to talk to you about the health supplements that I do take in the morning. Now, this might seem like a lot, and that's because it is. There's a few things here, and I'm going to try and go through them all just by looking at them. Okay, so first of all, Support Max. So this is, there's 2 tablets for this one, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. There's an all-round organ support, so it's good for kidneys, liver, cholesterol, a few other things as well, but they're the main reasons why I take it. I do need to top up some of them. So for example, it's got Tudka in there, which Tudka is fantastic, but it's not got quite enough for a full serving size. So I do top it up with a little bit more Tudka. But yeah, it's just a good all-round organ support. Omega-3s, extremely important for many, many different reasons. But again, for the reason why I'm taking it is cardiovascular health, you know, being on cycle. Cardiovascular health can take a hit as well as your lipid panel, and they are very good for boosting your HDL. Next up is just a standard multivit, nothing crazy about that one. Next up is red rice yeast extract, again, very good for cholesterol. Citrus bergamot, cholesterol again. As you can tell, I take a lot of supplements for cholesterol, and that's based upon my blood work. That, for me, I'm very lucky in the fact that my hematocrit doesn't really raise up, doesn't go high. My red blood cell count doesn't really go high. My liver and kidney function is usually always pretty damn good. It never really takes much of a hit at all, but my cholesterol does, especially my HDL. It's very normal for people that are assisted for that to happen, but I do want to support it as much as possible. Next up is P5P. Now, this is a natural supplement you can just get from Amazon, and that's quite good for helping bring down your prolactin levels. A lot of people will reach for CABA straight away, but CABA can lead to side effects, which is unwanted. P5P, it just goes in really easy. Next up is Proviron. Proviron is a fantastic tool which you can utilize, especially in a prep scenario. It can basically help manage your estrogen levels without the use of an AI. It's nowhere near as strong as an AI, but it can help for sure. But it also has the other crossover benefit of potentially improving your efficiency of the cycle design that you're on, okay? So basically, it's got higher binding affinity to SHBG. If that combines to the SHBG, it binds to that, that's gonna leave more free testosterone and freed up space essentially within your body, simplified terms, for your cycle design to work, okay? Because it's not gonna be bound to SHBG. Next up, we have biotin. That's for my hair. Nothing crazy about that one. Then I have these are going to be essentially about 45 minutes from now. I'm going to take these. So Anavar and Winstrol. I will be taking those sublingually, and I have been taking those sublingually. A little bit of data and research to suggest that taking it sublingually, so put it underneath your tongue, letting it just absorb in, is a little bit better for your liver. And the fact that the coach did put in the orals a while ago, I do want to do everything I can to protect that liver. So I take that sublingually. And then I also have 10 milligrams of Cialis to help with a pump within the gym, but also to help keep controlling my blood pressure too. So that is it. That's my morning stack. I do take more supplements later. Oh, and vitamin C, which is a chewable one, which I've already had. And vitamin D. Sorry, I missed vitamin D. So that's vitamin D. That's it. That's my morning stack. So like I said, it does seem like a lot, but it's all necessary to help keep me as healthy as possible as I go through this journey. Most of those things, most of all the health supplements, including the cream of rice and the protein powder, you can get from Combat Fuel, okay? Me and Georgia are very fortunate enough to be sponsored by Combat Fuel. They are a very, very good company to be a part of. Alex, the guy that owns it, is a super nice guy, and he's been very, very supportive of me and George's journey. So anyone that does actually use our discount code, we hugely appreciate you guys, because it does support us massively. But also it supports the brand, and Combat Fuel is a really, really nice brand to be a part of. And so just massive thank you to everyone that uses our code. So anyway, I'm going to eat this now, watch a YouTube episode, get back to some clients on their check-ins, and then we're going to hit the gym. En route to the gym, joined by Georgia. How are you feeling, G?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay.
Georgia is ready.
Wow.
She's ready. We're
got some plumping to do.
We're in the process now, reversing into the shows. She hates it whenever I say like she's ready or she's in condition, because she's just full of self-doubt all the time.
Yeah, it's only because I have unfortunately had to be on stage not ready before. I have full faith in you.
That was years ago.
Yeah, I know. And my body,
traumatized.
I am, so it's like PTSD. And
that's
I know.
From our old coach, everyone.
Yeah, not Matt. I wouldn't be with Matt if he'd done that to me. But Matt has only ever helped me level up. But I know how unpredictable my body can be. So I just always think I'm tempting fate.
I don't think it's unpredictable at all.
By speaking, well, it's more predictable now than it used to be. But yeah, I just, when you're like, oh, you can't. Like, I enjoy the wave, and I'm positive about it, but I don't think too far forward, just in case.
That's fine, because that's what I'm there for. I do the thinking for us, so it's all good. She's exactly where she needs to be. We've hit condition, so now we're in the process of reversing into the shows, which is a great spot to be in. Really good spot. But she is very sensitive to food, and it can affect her look quite a lot in a negative way, unfortunately, not really in a positive way. We tried a mock load, didn't really work the way we wanted it to. Like, yes, she did get a little bit more fullness, but it wasn't, the overall look and flow wasn't as nice, was it?
Sorry, I just spilled my phone.
Fantastic.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't worth the trade-off, because we were like, if it fills up my glutes, but we lose a little bit of waist, it's worth it. Yeah. But we think the best way to fill up my glutes is literally just going to be backing off expenditure. Yeah. Rest.
Yeah. So that's the plan. So we've started that process from today, actually. She checked in. to start that process from today. So we're going to get some post-workout shots of her. And also, for me, I had that first meal, didn't really touch the sides to be honest, just went in very, very easy. Probably still won't be able to get a pump today, but I will try my best. That Cialis does help a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm training push. I need to get some post-workout shots and send it over to the coach anyway. So we might get a couple of clips in the gym, and we will talk in the posing room after. Also, pleasantly surprised by this. I didn't think I'd like it. It's the original Monster, original OG. So it takes me back to like when I was like 16, 17. But it's calorie free.
It smells like Red Bull.
That's very nice. It's calorie free. So yeah, no, it's up there. I think for me it overtakes Monster Ultra.
No, it takes me back to where I used to work 2 jobs, and to stay alive I was living off Pro Plus and Red Bull.
Oh, when you're in the nightclub?
Yeah, when I worked in a nightclub in the day, and I'm also doing, oh no, sweet over that.
Yeah, no, I think it's a winner. Still, I think, well, no, I know. Ghost is the best. Then Rain.
C4's good.
Then Monster, then C4. Yeah, I put C4 4th. All others are shit.
Yeah, don't risk it. Yeah,
You had a Rockstar the other day, didn't you?
Ooh, it was so weak. I did get an Oxy Shred Gummy Snake flavour.
Okay,
that was quite sweet, yeah. So I am that person that when I'm in prep, all my money goes on anything that says 0 calories. So I go for a lot of energy drinks and have no money.
Rockstar used to be good, like when I had the full sugar ones, but I can't even remember last time I had a full sugar energy drink.
Peach, it's a new flavour. Don't do it. Not worth it.
No good. Out of 10?
4.
4 out of 10. Savage. The session wrapped up. It was an okay session. Like I said, the carbs haven't really touched the sides, so I feel a little bit bigger, but the energy still isn't quite there yet, but that could also be from sleep. But anyway, started off with a slight incline prime Smith machine. This was a really nice machine actually. Like the deeper into prep I go, I do tend to move over to decent machines because you can see like you have a foot like kickstart. So it gets you in a really nice start position. There's no pressure through the joints or anything like that. There's no hassle of loading and unloading the machine, and the way it converges, you just get a really, even though I'm like flat, get a really nice connection every single rep. So that was good. Did 3 sets on there, 3 sets of standard chest flies, and then I did 2 sets of super high incline prime press. Again, same principle on that machine, and just the way it converges, really feel it across the top. I'm actually looking forward to really running that through the next off season actually. So after that, went over and just did 3 sets of tricep cable extensions. Standard, simple exercise, gets the job done. Only need to do 3 sets of that. And then I finished with, which I don't think I recorded, 4 sets of cuffed lateral raises. One of my favorite exercises for building the delts. Honestly, I don't do any overhead pressing. I haven't done for a long time. All my delt work is basically just lateral raises, rear delt flies, and that is it. The anterior delt, the front delt already gets a lot of work done through horizontal pressing or incline pressing. So yeah, I did 4 sets of cuffed lateral raises, and then I moved over to the Atlantis pin-loaded lateral raise machine, did 2 sets on there, and that was the session. Just wrapped up posing. Did George's posing as well, and this is the best George's ever looked. I'll ask her afterwards if I'm allowed to put the pictures over the top. I think she's going to let me, so I'm going to put the pictures over the top of her. She looks really, really good, and I'm happy with my shots as well. I did do a video, but for some reason the lighting in here, it's a bit of a strange one. It looks good for photos if you've got a little bit of a tan. If you haven't got a tan, you're fucked. But the video just goes a bit weird quality. So I'll overlay the pictures of my check-in, which I'm sending over to the coach anyway. And that is the session. So all wrapped up, we were in and out, hour and a half. And now I need to get back and have meal number 2, more carbs.
You see the veins in your arms?
Yeah? Eesh. Okay, meal number 2. Please excuse my presentation. I honestly don't give a shit with presentation. I just chuck it all in there, all goes in the same way. So we've got 100 grams of chicken, gherkins, beetroot, 280 grams of Thai jasmine rice, love that stuff, seasoned with salt, pink salt, and pepper and garlic. one bagel, which I'm so excited for, and 50 grams of jam, which is a lot of jam. So there we go, meal number 2. Okay, on to meal number 3. So life of the online coach isn't all that exciting. Since the last meal, I've been in front of my laptop just doing client check-ins, a couple of consult calls, the standard stuff. It only gets exciting when you really go to their shows, which always baffles me why coaches don't go to some of their client shows, because that's the fun part. Otherwise, your life is in front of the laptop, which, to be honest, I don't really mind, because I still enjoy that. But anyway, on to the next meal, and this one is a pretty standard one, very similar to what we had this morning. Bring it all on my hand. So we've got 125 grams of cream of rice, combat fuel cream of rice there. Got the, Georgia puts everything in jars, like literally everything in jars. So this one is caramel white chocolate. Then gonna go for 25 grams of the whey. Again, make that into a paste, pour that on top. Got 100 grams of raspberries, 20 grams of peanut butter, 25 grams of honey. So nothing too crazy there. I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna do some steps. And then I've got a podcast to go on, not podcast, the BTS YouTube channel, I don't know what we call it, YouTube series, where we recap some of the shows. So I'll be doing that at 6 o'clock. We've got a couple of guests on. If you haven't checked that YouTube channel out, by the way, definitely check it out. It's growing quite fast, which is good considering, you know, we only started it a few months back. So yeah, I think we got Alex Kent on, who just competed over at the LA Pro Show a few days ago, and he's doing Detroit this weekend. So yeah, that's gonna be good. And then we got Michael Kent on as well, who's gonna be doing the Pittsburgh Pro Show in men's physique. So a couple of good guests today. We'll recap the show that the Alex and Jack Eagles just done, and that'll probably be out probably before this video comes out, actually, because this will probably take me a couple of days to actually edit and get out there. Whereas Suki is pretty good at just editing those together and putting it out. But anyway, let's get stuck into this. That's enough of me waffling on. So I'm going to quickly show you how I make the cream of rice. I know I briefly went over it earlier, but I actually do get asked this a fair bit. So like I said, 125 grams of cream of rice, which is fucking lovely, because I've been used to having a lot smaller amount of this. I think my usual amount is 40 grams of cream of rice, which is absolutely poverty calories, but like I said to you earlier, you've got to do what you've got to do in this sport. So put the mix in there. Like I said, I don't actually weigh out the water or anything like that. I just pour it in, mix it up. I am generous with the water, because generally the more water you put in, the more volume you're going to get out of the cream of rice. However, I may have put in a bit too much in this one. We'll soon find out if this works. So yeah, I just mix it up with a fork, and the key is to not microwave it all in one go, because if you microwave it all in one go, it just turns into a really hard, like thick mixture, which you don't want, because you've lost all your volume there. And when you're on prep, you always want as much volume as possible. So because I've put in probably a little bit too much water in that one, I've given that 2.5 minutes. I will then give it a stir, probably give it another 1.5 minutes. Just keep doing that until I'm happy with the consistency of it. Whey paste, this one is easy to fuck up, because you can easily just accidentally put too much in, and then you just turn it into a protein shake, which isn't the, well, I mean, it's fine to put on cream of rice, but I prefer like a thicker kind of paste. So this is 25 grams of salted caramel, which is a good flavour. This one I've been really enjoying as a Ninja Creamy, which I will have later. So like an ice cream, and you can, honestly, 1 scoop of protein, you get so much kind of like the ice cream out of it. And it genuinely does taste like ice cream, so it's a massive prep hack. I do think we are blessed in this day and age where we've got lots of things that we can use in prep. Some old school coaches don't like it, but hey, me and Georgia get peeled doing it, so it bloody works. So again, this one, you literally only want to put in a tiny, tiny amount of water. So like I said, it's really easy to fucking paste up, make it too thin, and then like I said, you've just got protein shake, which you're just going to pour on top otherwise. And I do like to have it kind of like any old school OG guys will know this one. Angel Delight. If anyone remembers Angel Delight, it's kind of like that, which is like, yeah, like a pasty kind of sweet substance, which I can't even remember what people used to eat Angel Delight with. I think they just ate it as it was. I don't even know if it's still going. But anyway, kind of goes like that consistency. I'll show you a little bit of a close-up. So it's kind of like that. So it's quite thick. And that's what I like to pour on top of the cream of rice. So that's it, that's the paste that's ready to go. Cream of rice has got another 30 seconds, then I'll check on that. And then yeah, like I said, I'll just pour all this other stuff on top. I'll probably put some cinnamon, ground cinnamon on top, and then some salt. So two grams of pink salt on there as well. And then like I said, I'll eat that, go out, get some steps in, get my head right, listen to a podcast, and then get in the zone for the YouTube channel, which will be recording shortly. Okay, so time is getting on now, 8:15. I was on the BTS show for an hour and a half. It was a long episode. We covered a lot, but next meal is here. Nothing crazy, this one. It's exactly what I had earlier: beetroot, chicken, rice, and some gherkins in there. 2 squares bars, which I've already eaten, and also Ninja Creamy. These are amazing. Never been that bothered about them till I get into the depths of prep. Georgia loves it. She's on it pretty much year round, her Ninja Creamies, but put that on top. Fucking delicious sauce, that's what it's called. Very, very good. Like literally 1 scoop of protein powder is all that's in there. And you get a big ass bowl of ice cream. So Ninja Creamies, if you don't know, get to know, they're brilliant. Last meal of the day. I'm sorry guys, that hasn't been the most exciting video. I was gonna try and get some more clips, but literally had that last meal, which would have just been on, did some more work, and now I've sat down to have my last meal of the day. Then I've got steps and my last 15 minutes of cardio, shower, bed, life of a bodybuilder in prep who is 2 weeks out. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So the last meal is same as what I had earlier: 125 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of raspberries, 20 grams of peanut butter, 25 grams of honey, and that is it. That is it. Got my sleep supplements over there, ashwagandha, 5-HTP. I've got a new one from Boots called Sleepies. It's like a herbal one to try and help. Have got some melatonin on the way, but it's not here yet, which I don't think I'll need it tonight anyway, because usually after I have a good day of eating, my sleep does improve dramatically for 1 or 2 nights, and then it goes back to being shit again if I'm going back to a deficit, which I imagine I will be from tomorrow, because you would have seen from the updates that I put up earlier from the gym. Front is in, back still got a little bit more to go, so we'll be back to dig in from tomorrow, I imagine. Last big push, because next week's peak week, and ideally you don't want to be digging through peak week. You want all the fat loss to be done. Like Georgia, for example, all her fat loss is done. She's ready to go. We're reversing into the shows. I've still got a little bit more to go, so probably will be a big push for the next 6 or 7 days, and that'll take me nicely into peak week, which will then be hopefully a nice stress-free week to present the best look I can on stage. So we are nearly there. The next video will be a peak week video for the first regional. Like I said, the first regional I'm not that bothered about. However, they are still very valuable to collect information, how to peak for my specific physique this year, what is going to work the best for me. We can take that info and then put it on the show that matters for the pro qualifier. So we still will be taking it seriously, but I'm not that bothered about the result, if that makes sense. But yeah, that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching, guys, as always. I have had some nice comments about these videos, so sorry they're not as consistent as I'd like them to be. If I had a videographer, I probably would be, but we've only recently moved to the area. Haven't found a videographer yet. Maybe long term we'll get one, but yeah, I'll keep pumping out what I can. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in next week's episode.